Hello and welcome to another episode of Malt, Magic and More, where it turns out Kirik is still shit at saving throws. It's the After the Show show.
Hello!
Look at this!
I
like the new fonts on the
we
intro.
need to take a moment to appreciate all of the good work that our resident Mr. Wizard has put in, I think, to the Malt, Magic and More. The whole new fonts, the lower thirds, everything.
Hey, thank you.
At Light Up Creative.
Indeed.
on the
check out Light Up
on
Creative.
the socials.
Yeah, looks
Yeah.
And
awesome.
I don't get commission for saying that, but I probably shouldn't Dave?
I can neither confirm nor deny. I mean, it was just one of those ones that we wanted to update for a while, and I finally got the chance. So
I like
here we
it.
are. Here we go.
I'm just
really
loving
like
the
the
camera
inverted
real
logo on
estate.
the
Look at the
blue.
map. Look
I
at
know. You see that? You see
Yeah.
that?
the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you can see more
Crazy.
of my Anne Frank attic space. What I do think we need to change on the titles though, there's a bit that says secrets with Matt's face behind it. We need to remove that because he doesn't divulge anything ever.
Never.
Some things.
No.
As long as it's not
Right.
plot
This is
important.
that is Danny. That is like the perfect segue into the fact that we have actually just got a, for want of a better word, secret actually in the main episode. So
By accident. What made you think to check for silver dragons, Kirik? Let's address that first.
It
I said
was.
somehow, that's your real name, sorry.
Yeah, that's
I do not
fine.
want
That's
to-
fine. I get it. It was. I don't know. It was the fact that I think Kirik always has in his mind now that the cave is not the end game. Like I think in his mind he's like, the end game is to go to Zapanir. The end game is to defeat Zapanir. Like Simone the player is like, that's a stupid idea because it's probably an ancient dragon, but Kirik's like, whatever, it doesn't mean anything to him. So he's literally just thinking like just really on edge, and like this weird connection with the mind flayers and what's happening. Like that was a portal that they had access to. Like, did they use it? They did not use it. Like, what's the deal there? And so as soon as it was like you land in something that is like just made of ice, I was like, I think he was just getting like flashbacks to going down the caves months ago. But yeah, so as soon as we got to something that was similar to that, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna check that. And me as a player, I think I know that she is a white, so it's not quite the same, but it was still worth checking. This is an ability that I don't use as often, so
that has brought up a load of questions for me. So, okay, in that whole place, we didn't find a single, apart from one gold statue, a single piece of loot. Was it thrown in the lava, or was it thrown through the door? Because, Danny, you don't have the keys, but they could still be on the other side. So it could be open the door, lob some loot through, right, to someone to go to appease them, close the door again, right? Use the keys again.
Yeah.
So it could be.
That's a good point.
We don't know that Wrathstrike disappears like that, and it may not. So anyway, there could be that, but there was nothing in there, or it was just chucked in lava because they didn't care about it. But what were they all doing there, and what was the significance with that door? Have they been sending that treasure to someone else? It may not be a dragon. Well, obviously, they were assuming the hoarding, of stuff like that, of treasure, of the dragon. But I'm also kind of hoping that we are near Shiverspire, or even in it now. At which point, is it being sent to this energy thing, of which it is also a sentient energy sphere, who is also a little bit greedy?
Yeah, so
But also-
the power they were trying to unearth, is it this silver dragon? And then
We don't know.
there's the orb under Shiverspire that we know about because we had a dream about it. But these guys were looking for a great power. Is the great power this silver dragon?
The other
I
thing,
would assume it's the orb, whatever that was.
can we also discuss, were the 3 mind flares holding that place together, or after the 3 mind flares disappeared, did something else bigger and badder get angry and start crumbling the place around our heads? So was it that they were holding it up, or that something was intentionally crushing it?
I think it's they were holding it. I think it's they were holding it up because the first time we killed one of them, there was a
massive
rumble there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a massive rumble that happened.
And essentially, that was the other 2 taking over. Sort of. Oh, hang on, need to take more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
There
we
was
killed
also-
the other 2. So, yeah.
Because when we had that battle, I had a little look at the whole map on Owlbear Rodeo, right? Plug for Owlbear Rodeo, you're welcome. You know when you tricked me into going to that room where there was loot and I ended up activating them traps where it was like, oh, we can't get through there because that's blocked.
Yeah.
That led directly into that.
It did, yeah.
So we then went all the way around, the long way, but I suppose the con is it took us fucking ages. The pro is we actually have seen the whole cave now, the whole mine.
But Matt, like when we were in that room, Matt did mention that I think it was Dargon that heard movement from the wall.
Yeah, but,
So, yeah,
but,
it was
but couldn't
passageway.
get through, couldn't see anything, didn't know. Presumably,
Yeah.
it had a, whatever it was, Moradin or whatever it is, symbol on it, and you just missed it. Us
I mean,
players
that
usually
would've
miss
been-
something, but that was
not
it.
my fault if you don't take them.
Yeah, that would have been a horrible fight, though. If we'd have gone from the other end, like having to cross those bridges that were like broken, with them just throwing shit at us and like mind flayers just
Stunning you
sending,
with the cone.
yeah, stunning us. Like that would have been
Considering
horrible.
we couldn't even get across the room that didn't have lava without mishap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So yeah, that could
yeah,
be
it would
really
have
bad.
it would have been terrible. It would have been terrible. Like, yeah.
You did when the deck
'Cause
was
the
stacked against you, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
What? Fuck, yeah.
Jumped over it
When
just
push came
when
to
we
shove,
needed to.
just fucking.
Thank God you didn't dimension door the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I almost did as well.
That's-
Yeah, I
almost
know,
did,
I know. That was baller. That was.
But I was like, you know what? We're
Interesting
all
little
here.
puzzle,
There's
that
no.
one, because it's not magical. There's nothing about it. It's just all physical attributes.
As I say,
And
before it could have been that maybe someone holds the rope, you abseil down. Let's say that I did that. You all get down onto the bottom. We've got plenty of time. I then jump over. I then hold the rope down. You all abseil back up again. Now that is one way of doing it, but obviously not a way that we're going to do it running back.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Not
And
with
we
lava.
did,
Yeah,
we
that was,
did really well, minus Kirik, against the Mind Flies this time, in terms of saving throws and attacks. Not to rub it in.
Hey,
Everybody's
somehow.
safe,
I-
apart from 2.
I won't ever get charmed, but anything that is intelligence, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I am so grateful for the grog dice tonight. They really
Yeah,
came
you were
through for me.
rolling.
Fucking brilliant.
You
I'm
were
so
rolling dick.
I know that I'm going to get my comeuppance. I'm going to be in the next fight and just roll natural one after natural one, so it's fine.
You were in
But
the high teens most of the time, and then Matt with 2 20s in a row.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my little Duragon Mind Master, which I can finally reveal what they are.
Mind Master, nice.
Duragon Mind Masters, they're little bastards. Because they shrink, but when they shrink, they've got a psionic dagger, basically. The damage on
Yeah.
the dagger strike itself goes down to 1, but the psychic damage increases.
Ooh,
That psychic
And
damage
because they
was
can
killing
turn
them.
invisible, they can just move around, but they shrink, so they get
I
bumped to their AC.
had a massive concern when that happened, and like Ander killed the mind. No, it wasn't Ander. It was Bothrid. They killed the mind flayer. Ander killed the final Duragar dude, I think. And then you were like, okay, that's your turn. What do you do? And I was like, oh fuck yeah, there's still 2 of them. And I was like, Kirik's stunned, so like they're obviously gonna go for him. So then I was like, I was checking if stunned gave you auto crits as well, but it doesn't. I was like, okay, cool. I think I can take that.
The 2 natural
I still
20s
had-
nearly put pay to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
that
still
does not help.
had relentless endurance. So I was like, when it got to the last strike, I was like, I'm still good because even if I die, I just go back to 1, and then it's someone else's turn. So I'm probably good.
And when we got you down to
Yeah.
6 hit points, it was close.
That was very
No,
close.
that's probably
That
the
was very
closest I've
close.
got any of you in a long time. Not that that's what
I suppose the
I
only
set
thing
out
we
to do
didn't do-
at all.
Because it started to crumble, we didn't actually check whether in that room there was. I suppose you didn't see it, and I couldn't see anything obvious on the map. Whether there was a orb or anything in there that looked like a jackpot.
There was either just a rectangle, whether it was denoting
I
an
saw
actual
that.
chest.
Was
I
that
don't know
box?
whether that
Yeah.
was or not. I mean, we're not going back, so you can tell us now.
Let me bring the map back up.
The one thing I was thinking Matt was going to say when we were in that room and after we cleaned everything was like, oh, you just see like down at the bottom, right near the lava, there's just pure diamonds there because they looked quite. I was like, oh no, it's going to be temptation for both Ander and Kirik to go up there.
Yeah, but what
They
I'm
did
getting
look
is
diamond-esque,
potion
didn't
of-
they?
I'd have definitely used potion of flying and fucking mined them bad
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
So the
absolutely.
rectangular thing you're on about is a minecart.
Oh, okay.
that
I thought
makes
might have
sense.
been
Yeah.
I thought it might have
yeah.
been a vestibule of some kind or something. So that's okay then. So if the silver dragon is mere feet away, and they're
Right,
invisible,
I have a weird off theory for that, because I can't fucking figure out what Gindris is. Like, I was
What do you
like,
think
at
it's
one
all
All
point,
Gindris
through that
says it out.
episode, it was just like, what is Gindris? Why is he doing this?
Yeah.
How has he done that?
because at one point I was like, oh wait, he's never like upcast cure wounds past like 2nd level. So it's like, is he a weird like? Because we're pretty sure he's a sorcerer. He looks like the draconic sorcerer,
He's told
and
me
when
he's a
Ander said
draconic
that,
bloodline
he
sorcerer, remember?
yeah. So I was like, okay, so maybe he's like this is like my player mind going. It's like, is he like a weird sorcerer cleric kind of multi-class? Because it's like, oh yeah, he just has up to 2nd level. Because I think he's never done 3rd level cure wounds. But then fucking drops an 8th level cure wounds. I'm like, I got nothing. I
What
got
level
nothing.
is that? Can sorcerers do that?
Divine Soul Sorcerers can.
Divine Soul Sorcerers can.
Okay,
They
so
would be able to.
my other question is he?
So it's the Bahamut thing. Is the Bahamut theory then?
I was going to say, is he part silver dragon, or is he an actual silver dragon transformed, as we know that they do?
That was also my thing because I was like, have I used the armor with Gindris around? And I haven't.
No, you've used it twice, possibly.
Oh, mate.
Once was definitely back at the keep, and that was 30 miles away further. And obviously they could have been travelling God knows where. So
I think I've used it twice. Yeah, I think I've used it twice.
Because a Divine Soul Sorcerer has spectral wings,
Yep.
not dragon wings. So why? What?
But they can look whatever you want.
Regardless
though.
of whether he is a silver dragon and also a Divine Soul Sorcerer, what is the point of him having spectral wings and actual wings?
Because if he is a dragon, which I don't think he is. He might be, but I don't think he is. But if he is a dragon, he could only fly if he had, if he was in his draconic form, which might not be in his interest to do.
But
But
But also, can I just clarify? Can he not just use the spell fly as he just did? Are we saying that or not? Because he did.
oh, he probably can, yeah.
So yeah, so he flew while holding his mate, Grimly.
I was waiting for it.
5 weeks of this shit.
It's fine, just kill him next week. Okay. Remley, not Dargon.
Yeah. I was going to say which one.
All of the above.
Yeah, so... I don't know, yeah. I know that they can... Certain ones can. I don't know which ones. I haven't looked into that enough, whether that's a sort of a DM's choice in you know, or not, you know. As we've also found out, and if I may be so bold as to try and pick this apart, and it may be looking into it too far, white dragons aren't particularly clever. They're hoarders. They're sort of more feral, or meant to be, more animal instincts. However, we also... So I'm going to go, well, hang on a minute. How the hell is Zapanir then a transformed one and being all clever and sly? Maybe I'm just looking into it too much. Maybe I'm not. Or is it that also we surmised it may be a different soul of a dragon in a white dragon's body now because it wasn't initially her body? That's another one.
True as well.
Okay, so therefore it brings it back to it.
Vessels,
Okay,
right?
yeah, so it's just a vessel, therefore the original soul was capable of magic, is intelligent, isn't basically like a white dragon in their personalities, per se, so therefore could be able to transform and stuff like that. So, do you have a silver dragon who can also transform? Maybe.
Because if he was a draconic bloodline sorcerer, he doesn't get those wings until 14th level, so he's fucking right up there, isn't he?
Well, he is, because he just also did an 8th level spell, so
yeah,
he's high
if he's
up
got
anyway.
8th level, if he's got 8th level, he's at least, what's that, 15?
Well, there you go. That kind of matches around that line then. At least
Yeah, because
15.
ninth level 17th is when you 9th level spells is when you get 17, if he's not multiclassing. So I think it's 15th level when you get 8th level spell slots. Which, yeah, 8th level cure wounds, man, that's crazy.
No, you won't get cure wounds as any.
Nope.
Is
Divine
it
Soul
really
Sorcerers are the only
Tasha's-
ones.
Is
So-
it weird Tasha's stuff or racial traits that allows him to get weird spells?
Not to upcast the way that he did, though. Because you could get Magic Initiate, but that allows you to only cast the first level. So the only explanation currently is that he is the most likely explanation is that he is a Divine Soul Sorcerer. But you could also have like a weird like gift. You could have like a gift of the Gem Dragon, like not homebrew UA stuff that came out. I don't know. Who knows?
Or here's a curveball. I don't know if we've discussed it before. He is a draconic bloodline sorcerer, but multi-classed with a paladin who, I can't remember what the oath is now, but they use violence as the last resort because he doesn't usually fight with us very often unless he has to. Is it Oath of Redemption?
Yeah, but in that case, he wouldn't have been able to upcast it to 8th level because you can't mix. So
True.
So if Kirik were to
That's true.
go
I think
into
only
go into-
warlocks can do that and mess about with spell slots.
Nope.
Well, warlocks just cast at the highest level possible.
Yep.
But even then, I don't think a multi-class warlock can get to 8th level spells.
Warlocks can use their pacts. I think warlocks can use their pact slot to cast other spells.
Yes.
I think. Can't remember. Yeah, I think they're the only ones that can do that. But yeah, if Kirik was to like go into wizard and got first level wizard spells, I wouldn't have been able to use those spells as anything other than first. So yeah.
And you definitely said dragon wings, didn't you? Not dragonfly wings.
Dragon wings.
Yeah, just popped into a dragon form, smashed his way through, and none of us noticed.
Yeah.
Because on the divine soul, I'm just reading the character thing, and then the wings can take different forms depending on your alignment. But there wasn't a dragon wing on there.
Yeah, I would. That's flavor. We could change that.
True.
Yeah.
It's like Spirit Guardians is like
Descriptions are easy.
it's whatever you want. It's like okay.
As long as it don't change the effect, it's all good.
Yeah, because he could be choosing for us to see them as dragon wings because he's told me he's got a draconic bloodline. But then why would he lie to me about that?
I don't think it quite works like that, but
Why would he tell me he is one if he's not? I mean, it's not. It's a weird lie to tell, isn't it? Because he's actually a dragon.
I mean, yeah, sure, but wouldn't Ander do something like that just for fuck with people?
I think he already has.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially someone that Ander does not trust, like, because I don't think he trusts us. Why would he?
Yeah,
why would he trust us? Yeah, we're a means to an end at this point for him.
If he is actually a dragon and he has beef with Zapanir, that would make sense that he's using us for that.
Maybe if he doesn't have a beef with the dragon, maybe he's just, or maybe he's not a dragon, but he still has a beef with Zapanir because he knew her, right? Like he knew of her when he mentioned.
He's lived long enough to know her first time round, yeah.
So this may help.
Was what she was first time round, whether she was a dragon or not. I didn't ask that. Just that he knew her, and I assumed she was a dragon.
This may help us in our quest as well. That epilogue scene.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
I think I know, but help me out.
I was going to say we've got a golden light. So are we going to say that was Pelor? And was it also the Raven Queen having a discussion? Was it then this darker shadow? Now that to me initially was that it was actually, you know, like the shadow. What's it? God of the guy who's got that horrible sword.
The god of murder.
Yeah.
The Stillman's new bloke.
Baal. So okay, maybe, but that's a bit weird because that kind of makes me think that actually, hang on a minute, have we got Baal playing on the good side but playing the baddie for now? If that makes sense, or were they also talking about a champion in the room that we're in?
You've totally gone down a proper fucking rabbit hole with that one. In the fact that you were right first time round.
Nice.
Carry on. I think Samal gets it. So.
Because I thought that the one that came at the end was the Raven Queen.
Exactly right.
That's who I thought. So I think that the two people talking. I don't think we know who they are. Because I think they're above.
There was hints of who you could allude to who they are.
The seer?
But
that's a bit weird if they're talking to a god.
The whole point is that you would not necessarily know who they are.
Unless the seer is playing one of those, like, you know, trickster roles of actually is a full-blown god, but has been tinkering about giving hints and tips and tricks lower down, and actually everyone thinks that it was a person who lived, but actually he's just playing the long game. You know,
like
that would be hilarious. Yes, that'd be hilarious. I was thinking more of Gabriel from Supernatural, actually, but yeah.
Yeah.
So gods that have champions. So Pelor / Timiel has you, Dagon. The other one could have been Cord talking about the Archdeacon because he's gone / fucked up now. There's Moradin.
I thought. Okay,
I thought could have abandoned him.
I thought it was a male and female voice
for the second one.
First one,
the second was female. Third one was female, but whispering.
I thought the third one was male. That's why I didn't twig that, and why I thought. So
I think it was someone, whoever that is, because I don't know if it makes sense that it's Palor, because there is a connection there with Dargon, even if it's, kind of
Distant.
weird. Yeah. It's a relationship on the second degree almost. But I think it was someone talking. It would make sense to be the seer, because he was telling about your champions.
Yep.
So it kind of would make sense there's a seer. It could even be one of the Malt Masters. Who knows? But then at the end, the Raven Queen comes in and it's like, well, my champion is doing stuff and I've been involved almost first person. Well, definitely first person. What can you say? So it's like, yeah.
How many Seers champions though?
With the ones that she
picked. And she's picked multiples before.
We just happened. Aren't we just? We happen to be the chosen ones in the prophecy. She hasn't chosen us to be the prophecy, has she?
There's been a number of champions before, though.
Yeah, the thing about prophecies is you can give them to people to be interpreted different ways. So maybe she just
led us down a garden path. Yeah,
just gave it to us. That's the whole Greek myth thing. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna say something that is very vague that you're gonna make the work to connect with your life.
I mean, that's how fortune tellers actually con people, isn't it?
Yeah, like the most famous one was, you will go to war, a great army will be destroyed, and they took it. The person who got this, they took that as great. Our enemy's going to be destroyed, and no, it was theirs. Mm-hmm. Right? So, interpretation is everything with a prophecy. Bearing in mind, if you say that you're going to go into there's two waging countries, waging war against each other, and you go, oh, a great army, and civilization will fall. Well, that's true because one of them's gonna.
Yeah, and it's the thing. Like we kind of know at this point that we're not the first ones.
No, we've heard that a couple of times now. The Malt Masters were ones. We've also believed that there could have even been another set before or after them. Not sure. So yeah.
Yep.
How is Zapanir tied into this? I can't think of any
other women. I thought she was going to be in that room on that throne.
Yeah, me too. 100%.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So the thing about that room at the end is it's still very stone. There's still a lot of dwarven architecture in there. It's just cold as shit there. So there's tendrils of ice and snow up the walls. There's snow on the floor, but it's not like the Tomb of the Dragon where everything was fucking ice.
Until we hear more...
We're definitely close. We're definitely close.
Until we hear more and either confirm or deny it, I believe we have arrived in a chamber at Shiverspire.
I think so too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
The
only question I have... Well, not the only question. I've got lower questions, but what were they digging for?
I truly want to know, because honestly there was no loot there. We had no idea what they were doing. We have found nothing. And there was a massive
kind of makes sense. Go on.
I was going to say, I think they're digging, thinking what we know is under Shiverspire is actually in the mines, and I think it's being moved from the mines through the portal to Shiverspire.
But then why were they there still then?
Why they still got holding the three keys and not use them?
Maybe
I like your theory of...
Or maybe they'd already found it and they were looking for something else.
Yeah, because I like your theory of we're just going to grab everything and throw it.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense to me.
Rooms have been cleared out and dragged and emptied, haven't they? And where did all of that go? They didn't just burn it in the lava pits.
They may have done. That's my point. They may have done.
I think Matt did say that there was some stuff that had been thrown off.
Yeah, there was some detritus in the lava, for sure.
Yeah, so... Yeah, so... And yeah, the majority of the rooms were empty, really. So, yeah.
Now, the other thing that I would say is potentially, again, possibly reading too much into this, they were dragging dwarven corpses into one of the first rooms. Since then, we didn't find a single corpse. If you run it along that evidence, we were really close behind them. Okay, so they, as we've now seen, the whole place was empty, and they were literally finishing up with the dwarven remains. So we were real close behind them. So whatever they were digging for, they may have not found it.
True.
And it may also have had something to do with the fact that they did not get through that door. There was a statue of gold there, and that guy, dwarf, which you haven't talked to yet, may have been guarding a teleportation circle that took you somewhere else.
I have a kind of a different theory about that. I think it was because those two doors were locked magically. So I think it was that he locked. Definitely the one where he was in, the room where he was in. I think he definitely locked that magically. In hope of going somewhere. Maybe he was going to the teleportation circle, or it was broken, or he was with someone and then he destroyed the magic circle and then just died there. Because I wanted, like, what Kira wanted to do was see if he could see evidences of, like, starvation and stuff. To see if he just died there. But we can ask him if we survive the dwarves.
Or was there a big enough pile of dwarves that would have been all of the dwarves?
Yeah, if it was, maybe it was that thing. Maybe you just had the teleportation circle and then just used it as an escape route and then destroyed it because he didn't want.
It could go to Mantineer, for example.
Yeah. Maybe it was. Send everyone through. You're the last man standing. You will sacrifice yourself. You will break the teleportation circle, and you will sacrifice yourself there. You know, and noble end.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
plus, he had an item that I think I know what it is, and I'm going to get really annoyed because I can't use it.
Well, the amulet.
Yeah, the amulet.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think Ander might like it. Who knows? If it's what I think it is. I think it's an amulet of health.
Oh, I'm nicking that back.
We're giving it to fucking Remley now. So.
Yeah, I can steal it off if he didn't want it.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, setting your constitution to 19.
If tells Ander that in game, I'll steal it back. Remember that next week.
Yeah, I don't think Kirak had a good enough look at it, and I don't think he would know what it is. Plus, it's got Moradin on it, so it doesn't really interest him. Other than to take to a temple, maybe, but if it's with Remley, then it's alright.
Yeah. Kirik's response is get it back to the people who own it. You felt like you've done that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would absolutely be his thing.
Yeah.
I'm worried it might all kick off if this silver dragon isn't Gindris and it's a bad guy because I've got 10 arrows left. And we're nowhere near a fucking shop.
I'm running out of spells. No 5th levels and no 3rds.
Wow.
To
be fair,
and 1/4. That's it.
Again, if we go into
2nd and 1st.
If we do go into the lore of it, and I know I'm relying heavily on that one, but it's the only thing I can discuss at this point. The metallic dragons were more on the good side, so it would very much line up that he's been travelling with us. I would very much not believe that it is a suddenly and randomly against us evil doer, invisible guy or dragon with feet from us that we haven't noticed yet. That's just my personal opinion. That's a bit far-fetched, ironically, considering how far-fetched some of our ideas are, more magic and more. But that just feels a little more far-fetched than actually, we've been travelling with him.
He could just be on the other side of the door.
Or that. Yeah.
Because Matt didn't say the direction, but Kirik would know the direction with the thing. But yeah, that's for next week, I suppose.
That's for next week to understand. Yeah.
Deliberately left that till next week as well.
You tease.
Next week, we're obviously going to be a level higher.
So I'm going to be totally candid, and yes, because I dropped a bollock and was meant to level you up as soon as you got out of that mine, and was so excited about the whole Kirik's just done a silver dragon thing, and we've identified something that's going to be awesome next week. That I totally forgot to say, oh yeah, you level up. See, you're all leveling up.
Do it now.
Sweet.
So yeah, feel free, level up.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's finish off. Let's close up tonight's episode with us looking at what we're gonna get.
Yeah, just saying what we're gonna
Basically, what Dave has just said. Fuck you, viewers. We're gonna go tinker on D&D Beyond.
Not at all. We're gonna try. I mean, I can screen share if you'd like. Yeah.
Yeah, we can just say what we're leveling up in and roll.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure that now I'm basically just going to level up in fighter. I think that was a foregone conclusion quite a while back for me. So that was pretty. That's going to be pretty good. I will have to decide what that's going to give me because I don't actually know yet. But let's find out. So level.
Yeah, I want to level up in bard because I'll get extra spells and shit, and I get to change some spells. But I need to level up in rogue because I'll get my ability score improvement, so I can increase my charisma score for that spell save. Man, I need that spell save to be higher.
D10 then. Okay, here we go.
I am also going to level up in. I'm also going to level up in fighter.
Hey.
Which means I'm going to get action surge.
I rolled a 6.
Nice.
So mate, I can't wait to watch you do action surge.
Kira's with action surge is really going to fuck my day up.
Will you be 3rd level now?
No, 2nd level.
Oh, 2nd level. So you don't have to pick
2nd level fighter.
Yeah, okay.
Next level up will be 3rd level, and I already know what I'm going to go with. So.
Oh, that's a
4.
Pretty little thing, that.
Bothrid is going an extra level in Barb.
Nice.
Barbarian.
So he gets Instinctive Pounce and Feral Instinct.
Oh, he gets to move on his...
Gets to move on his range.
Really good. When I played Mutt, Instinctive Pounce was really good.
That's amazing.
I think I get 2 more...
superiority die.
Yeah. And options
nice.
and things to do, so I'll have to look through that.
Do you get your 3rd attack?
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, no.
I don't think so.
No, but I do.
Geez.
However, oh my god, this is so good, right? I've been rolling D8s for my superiority die, and I immediately level up, and now they're D10s. Fucking legend.
Nice.
Nice. So Bothrid, I've just rolled Bothrid's hit dice for his leveling barbarian.
Yeah.
12.
Nice. Yes, my extra attack is next level. So guess what? I'm doing that next level as well.
I might get close to being over 100 HP when Kirik gives me 8.
Bothrid's now on 144 max.
I'm now on 171, but that may include the aid.
I think it was 15. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take that off and I'll find out what I'm actually on.
I'm on 113 without aid.
Danny's face.
Literally double mine.
That's that bullshit right there.
Literally double.
Oh man, do you know what? There's really going to be some ones I want to look at here for the the superiority die. What, so many. I don't know which one I'm going to go for, but I'm just like looking at one. Obviously, grappling strike. Because grapple is really good against, isn't it? It would. How would it help anyone else? Like if I grapple someone.
Grapple.
Does grapple help?
Not necessarily. I don't think
it doesn't give advantage or anything.
It
grapple just means you can't move.
Just grapples them.
Yeah.
Or if it applies.
Grapple just means your movement's reduced to 0. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so this would mean that basically, as a bonus action, I can then try to grapple them. So that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? I can do a goading attack. That might be really helpful because exactly in the position that we were in then, if I'd have done a goading attack, it would have meant that they would have had to come towards me instead of towards you.
Is it like
Kirik.
What's it called? What's it called in RPG? Like a tank thing. It was like, you attack me, kind of stuff.
The target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than you until the next. So basically, it would just mean that he's like he's normal against me, but disadvantage if they try to go to you. That's pretty sweet, against it.
And that's on the target that you hit, right?
Yes.
Nice.
So if I would have hit the guy in front of you, then he would have It's more sensible for him to try and hit me, and he would have disadvantage on hitting you. So, were he with more hit points, it would have been a very sensible solution to protect you.
Nice.
And then, I'll have a look at some of the other ones because they just look sweet. But I will undo them for now so that I can decide and read up on them later.
So many options.
Oh, it's all wonderful. I tell you what, let's just go back to my...
level 13.
Our proficiency just went up as well.
Yep.
Oh my god, I've got a plus 10 on athletics.
I'm trying to think what mine's going to become.
I also have a plus 13 on Timuel's Wrath. Holy moly.
Oh, yeah.
My spell save DC is 18 now.
So, Ander, you want to look at your sleight of hand and performance checks, and
Go
your
on.
acrobatics.
And
and that.
Go on.
My insight is plus 10 now.
I've got a plus 10 on my strength saving throw.
Wow.
Right. I just need to do the hit dice, but I'll see.
Nice. Plus 5 on perception, plus 6 on investigation, plus 6 on intimidation.
Bothrid's highest modifier is a plus 9 on athletics.
Just going back to
because he doesn't have
saving throws.
Because he doesn't have strength to 20 because he's got. Is he the one with the gauntlets?
He's wearing the gauntlets now.
He doesn't have the gauntlets.
Oh, did he give them away?
I give him the gauntlets of overstrength. What did he do with them?
Oh, he did give him the gauntlets of overpower. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which makes his strength score 19. Sorry.
I'm also on 156 natural max HP.
Nice.
That's baller.
It's insane.
It's beautiful.
It's actually insane.
I actually only got an extra 4 hit points by rolling it. That was a bit unlucky.
So what are you on
Every
now?
little helps.
94 with aid.
With aid.
So that's 79 normally.
So yeah,
Hey man, I can always.
75. I was on 75, so I'm up to 79. But
I can always fifth level cast aid for an extra 25 points. So
that'll do me. Yeah, and then I'm up to 100. I'm up to 100. Right. So
but then I've got no 6th level spell slot.
I just want to know what that looks like. So that was 181 HP if you did that on me.
Do you want me to take the piss with some of my skill checks?
Yes.
Acrobatics plus 14, Deception plus 14, Nature check plus 13, Perception plus 10, Performance plus 15, Persuasion plus 14, Sleight of Hand plus 14, Stealth plus 9, Survival plus 10,
Jeez.
and Investigation plus 8.
And some of these you can't roll. So in some of these you can't roll less than a.
So Deception,
25?
Persuasion, I can't roll lower than a 10, so that's lower than a 24. I can't roll lower than a 24 on Deception or Persuasion.
That is insane. Less than a 24.
For my spells is now 17. That's more like it.
Hey, look at that! Oh, that's better.
Yeah, that's good.
That's better.
There you go.
That's what Kirik had.
Finally. There we go. Honestly, whole person suggestions are going to be absolutely amazing. Do you have suggestions?
Suggestion might actually work now.
Yeah, suggestion.
Whole person slow.
Slow.
Slow's going to be huge with this.
Slow slog, Danny, but we've got there.
We got there. Oh
the
my god.
The rogue bard is about to come out and play.
Yeah.
Fuck you's up in here.
I was about to say, you're not going to be even using your bow and arrow at this point.
If she's in humanoid form, I can actually use my spells on her. Because I couldn't before if she was a dragon.
Does that compute? Does that work in the rules? It is a humanoid at that point, isn't it?
I mean, I'll allow it.
Yeah, you will, of course.
You will all have to wait and see.
Just
I've
love
also
it.
got plus 12 on my bow.
Oh, mate.
Plus
13. I'm going to have to remember that. It's different now. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, happy with
Have a plus 10 on my spells to hit.
Good lord. Good lord.
Yeah, Bothrid's finally
Plus
got
10
a
on the
plus 10
inflict
on
wounds.
his, quarterstaff.
Just, right, can I just say, I have passive perception of 20 now.
Jeez.
Me.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah,
actually,
that's
yes,
fine.
yes,
He's going to go unnoticed by Ander now.
My passive insight is now 20.
I tell you what, my passive investigation at 16 is not bad.
That's pretty good.
I can find shit.
That is pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Your passive insight is 20. I'm going to have to... That's right, I can't roll lower than a 25. So we'll be alright.
True.
Just means as
I'm good
Kirik
at-
walks through any city, it's going to be now lie, truth, lie, truth,
Yeah.
lie,
Yeah,
truth,
I'm
lie, truth.
I'm Tim Roth in Lie to Me now.
Yeah.
I just walk
Yeah,
around town,
absolutely.
just like figuring out who's telling the lie.
You're cheating on your wife. You're scamming your chances.
Yeah. It's either that, because I suppose the investigation or perception, if they were that high, is then Sherlock Holmes walking around like, I deduce the fact that you're, you haven't had the fires cleaned out in the last 3 weeks, my dear boy.
Also,
Yeah, it's like you walk into
we need zoning.
the room and it's like, oh yeah, there's like 5 traps in here. Great.
Yeah, so I can actually see traps. I need to check for them now. Which is good.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to walk into a room and instinctively know trap.
Yeah.
And then
I
still
will
set
know
them
the
all off.
schematics of every room I walk into, which means I can steal more stuff. We need Zone of Truth on the
You just became
and
Danny
Gibbons at some
Ocean
point.
from Ocean's 11.
Oh, yeah.
So,
You need Zone of Truth on Remley and Gindris.
On
Now
Gindris
there's an
and
interesting
Remley.
concept.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Let's have a
Yeah,
long
we-
rest and
but then-
and yeah, screw
Or
everything.
we need a session where I don't prepare combat spells and I just prepare all the utilities. Because I've got 2 heads in the bag that need
I could-
some questioning.
With your passive insight, I can just ask questions, and then their response, you might be able to gauge from that if they respond.
Yeah.
I almost don't want Kirik to actually speak with Dead now, because if he go, if the skulls go, oh yeah, there's a million, a million gold just in the wall, and we were just digging for it, and you can't get back there now. I'm like, I just shut him up.
Yeah. Just drop the spell immediately. We don't need to know that.
Yeah. I don't want to know where that is. Right. We've just leveled up, guys. Oh my god.
Indeed.
We have indeed.
Let's fuck off and look at our character sheets.
I was going to say,
Dicks in our
let's not bore our viewers any longer. Let's go and have a look ourselves. So we shall say good night tonight. Guys, thank you very much indeed. I'll say it again. We've just leveled up, level 13. Happy days. So let's see where that takes us moving forwards. We have no idea where we are in the campaign now on the map. Not got a clue. We will find out next week, I'm sure. I hope that you will follow along with us. So see us on Twitch Monday nights and Wednesday nights for Malt Magic and more. Monday nights for our main campaign, and then everything else also goes on to YouTube that same week. Give us a follow on Twitch, like and subscribe on YouTube, and follow us on our socials for any more information. Thank you very much for watching tonight, and we shall see you next week.